Right, wait for it. Here we go. Long wait for the app to start. It takes a while for just things to work, doesn't it? Yeah, I complain a lot, don't I, about this? But, I don't know. I'm getting rather fed up with Twitch and Xbox. So we'll try again. I've not put it on my head this time. I just put it around my neck and just see what happens. Because I'm getting rather sick of this whole situation. But here we are. I've moved up to where I had marked on my map this village. So I found an old village up here somewhere during the early part of the game. So what I've done here, I've just gone up to this little village here and just repaired this little house. So it was already pre-built. All I did was just repair it. And you know what gets me about this game is like this. It's like, you know, you can't even get up there. You know, it's so slippery. It's ridiculous. And sometimes this can mean life or death trying to get up that hill to get in, because you're getting hit. And that can be life and death. It's silly things like that which stops this game becoming, you know, really, really top draw, you know. Little things like that. So what I've done is, I put this bench in, right, and I was able to craft a leather tunic. Okay, because I put in. Oh no, sorry, I didn't do it here, but I did it at the house that I built when I showed you last time, where I said, I think it's number 3, built a proper house or something, or number 2, and because I had a level 2 one of these, it means I could do a leather tunic. So I just got a leather tunic. So as you see there, it says level 2 on the star there on the right. But the workbench is only workbench 1. So if you want a workbench 2, then you have to build this and place it next to it, and that upgrades it to level 2. And then if you get this one, that upgrades it. The thing I could think of is to try and change the setting, lower the quality, because I can't think what else to do here to get this to run right. Right, okay. Oh, I'm getting sound coming out by dropping it down a little bit on the streaming quality. See what I mean, you know? See, I'm kind of losing my patience with it. You know, right, let's turn around. Let's see if it's, it's going to be smoother now. Because I've always done it on the highest resolution and I've never had any problem with it. Very rarely do I get a problem. At the moment, it's every single time I stream now, and I do this, it just breaks up. The sound goes, everything goes. It's ridiculous. So sorry to keep on about it, Microsoft, but you need to sort this out because you're up against Sony, who are producing fantastic streams. There's nothing wrong with their software, so why can't you do it? Anyway, that's the rant over. So what I'm going to do today is do something rather stupid. You should not really be going into the Black Forest, which is this here. If we look at our map, you'll see why it's called the Dark Forest, because it has this darker area. Alright, so that's where we are. That's our kind of bed. I mean, I should change that to... Let me change that actually from there to there. I keep forgetting that sometimes. So it's the actual house. So we kind of know. Now, I didn't name it. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't name it. Alright, name it. So I'll put... hut. I'll put what? I'll put... Black Forest. Yeah, that'll do. Black Forest one. So, right. So you can see it's low quality. So I mean, I've done Skyrim with the high quality whatever is on it, and it's been fine. So yeah, I can't quite work out. So anyway, I've got a thing around me neck, so I don't have to put it on top of my neck, which means you know it's going to move around a bit. So hopefully it'll be okay. But I've kind of given up because I desperately want to stream this, and it's not doing it. Another thing I've found that's been annoying with this game is this. See, it's like this tiny little thing here. I cannot get up it. It's so slippy. It's ridiculous. The developers, you need to sort this out because it's little things like that, which is making it frustrating for players. Wow, now this is one of these dungeon things. Now, do not go into one of these because there are skeletons in there, and when you hit them they don't really get knocked back very much, so therefore they tend to hit through you even though you're hitting them. When you get a better weapon later on, say like a mace or something, then you'll stagger them back and then you get that bit to get that second hit in. But I'm just going to wander in here all casual like and see what's in here. But anytime I'm sure we've got to run for it because this is high level. Right, the first thing I notice is my stamina is right down and my health, so we need to sort that out because we need maximum strength when you're in here because they will absolutely mince you to death if you're not careful. Now I've got these flint arrows here, so I'm going to use that for a moment. So now blocking with this shield, you've got to time the block perfect to get the knockback, which means, you know, you can get that second hit in, but it's very slow. You're pressing, it's like, oh, there's like a lag like that. So to time it, it's the same with this, is such a slow swing. It's just ridiculously slow, you know. A person can do that 2 or 3 times that speed, and it's like, I don't know why people do slow animations. It's almost like they're putting restrictions on the player needlessly. It's the same with the stamina. Stamina, especially when you die, it's absolutely abysmal. It goes down to about 25, which is hardly enough to get your grave back and run away. Because you're just constantly running out of stamina. Now, a man can run for miles and miles. Clothed or unclothed, armour or well, probably less if you've got armour on, and we can run for miles. You know, we do marathons and all this kind of stuff. And arguably, people back in the old days had far more muscle than we'll ever have. I'm not trying it this way. Chances of hitting these are astronomical if they're running. So shield up. It will block, but I'm still going to take damage. Now, the better shield to get is the square one, which gives you much greater protection. You can pretty well hold that up and that will do minimal damage to you. Just going to wander in here a bit. Right, here comes the skeleton. Now we're into some trouble. Right, we're going to try and hit it. Now we've got a flint axe, which is a bit better than a normal one. So I can get him. Another thing that I find annoying is every now and again this automatic pickup thing fails and you have to pick it up manually. And that becomes, you know, when you're in a hurry to try and pick up something, you don't want to be scrambling around. Here come the skeletons. So now we've got two. We're going to be in trouble because they have swords. And why we can't pick up their swords is one thing that, you know, gets me. But you see, they always get the blow on you. And I'm in trouble now. And it's not like I can do anything about it. And, you know, with these games is, you know, it never pauses. So you don't get a chance to eat anything. And, you know, alright, you shouldn't do, because it's kind of multiplayer, so I can see why they, you know, they haven't done it, obviously. Because it's got a multiplayer game, you can't really have it pausing, so yeah, my apologies on that. Obviously, that is right, that's how it should be. But it's like when you take damage and you know, your stamina, you know, your health becomes low, so does your stamina. Now, if a man was injured or he hurt his arm or whatever, or even broke his leg, I could probably still go further than the pitiful amount that I can go now. If I try running now, run out of stamina pretty quick. So I've just gone through the trees and up to this hut. So I've literally gone not very far and I'm out of stamina. But when I eat more, I've got more stamina. I mean, there's a slight sense to it in that, I suppose, if you know, if you're a little bit hungry. And these things, you only got to get, I don't know, within 50 yards of the things and they run off. I know, I'm trying to hit this thing, you know, you'd be lucky to hit it unless it walks into a wall or something, which just so happened to do then. So this is the only, you know, the good way to do these things is try and get them to run into a trap. So this is a great game, I'm really enjoying playing it, but it's incredibly frustrating at the same time. And that makes for a not so pleasing experience as you would like. Because it turns this from a great, from a good game, kind of okay game, into, you know, a really good game, you know, which is what this could do with, really. This should become a really top game. If they really just did a few little tweaks and things, there was more stamina, because it's abysmal at the moment. Absolutely abysmal. You know, there's no reason for it to be that low, and I don't know why in any game they have us having stamina so low. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I know it's not real life, but crikey, people back in those days probably had more strength than we have now, because we just sit around watching telly all day long. Well, I do anyway. Now those bore alright, you see, because they will straight out attack you, so you know, just let them come to you, you know. Although, because I've got no stamina, I can't hit the guy. and the speed at which your health goes up is the slowest I've seen in a game for a long time. It is ridiculously slow. Look how long this is taking. Right, if you know, when I can take a meal next, you see how long it takes to fill it up. But I have one of each, right? It goes up in tiny little niblets like that. So you imagine you're running away from somebody and you have a meal. You know, as that goes down, your stamina is going down. So that's how long it takes for your health to refill, which is pretty darn slow if you ask me. We have got far better capabilities of recovery than a lot of these survival games have. They put real constraints on you deliberately, and that kind of, you know, I find that ruins games, is if you have the stamina and health thing, just doing it far too slowly. it just makes everything else 10 times more difficult. It makes running, it makes trying to recover, everything just takes a little bit longer. Yeah, the optimism of the first few episodes are kind of waning now because of the constraints. I don't really want to complain about this game, but my God, I am now, because me and Jess, we had high hopes for this game. This was it was supposed to be well liked. It's all going downhill now rapidly because of the frustrations, and that's a shame, because this could be a really good game. And here comes the night, and times are going to be getting bad now. I'm going to put this here quickly as I can, and we got to sleep, because I tell you what, don't stay out at night, because if you stay out at night, you're doomed. So hopefully you can hear me with it round my neck. And I better do a longer stream, and although I'm not going to go too long, because I've got birthday tomorrow and I just want to relax, take it easy. But, and I probably won't stream either. Well, I definitely won't be streaming tomorrow. Just gonna relax, just so Jess could come over, we can have fun on my birthday and just relax, take it easy. I don't have to worry about setting things up or anything like that, just take it nice and steady. So I think that's probably a better option. I was leaving it up to Jess, but I think Jess would like to have a go on her game, and I enjoy seeing her and I enjoy watching her play, to be honest. So and that gives me joy to seeing that she's enjoying herself. But she's getting fed up with this, mainly because she doesn't like dying, and this is one of those games where you're going to die a lot. I'm a little bit less worried about it, because I can, I can just crash on through it. I'm a bit of a crasher. Right, so so now we're up to like 91. So it's taken a long time. Even though I've slept, there's no regain to 100%. You don't even get that in the game. You don't get the pleasure of a night's sleep in any way helping you. Oh, I've just burnt all this to coal. Right, okay, you must not leave your food once it's cooking, because now I've wasted all through those meat. So yeah, very stupid mistake. I paid for that dearly now, because now I've got to find something else to eat. So there's mistake number one. Oh, there'll be plenty more, don't you worry. Because, like Jess, we were making a ton of mistakes. We're trying to watch tips and things, because, man, we need some help. To do some pants now, I need the upgrade, which means... Yeah, and a nice kind of progression loop, but God, wish the constraints on us weren't so bad. That's almost what's killing it for me. So we need to get some flint, which is kind of more, it's kind of around the water. But the cliffs are so incredibly steep in this game as well. It's like they do this procedural thing where it could be, it's totally procedural, but my God. Trying to climb up any kind of even a cliff becomes a nightmare scenario, because you can go down here and you'll be lucky to get back out. The only way I found is you can do it is to go at a diagonal. I remember doing this in Breath of the Wild, so you wouldn't have to climb. Is you can just go on. It's the only way to get up these things. Otherwise, you could be out of stamina and there's somebody whacking away at you, and you just cannot get up. Again, yet another stupid constriction, which is just a little bit annoying. But I'm trying to stay positive, but me and Jess are starting to lose it a bit now, unfortunately. Let's have a read of one of these. You are welcome to... What's it? You are welcome... Welcome to the last and most lawless of the 10 worlds in Valheim. The air is pure, the water deep and clear, and the forest overflowing with bounty. Here is adventure, joy and glory for the taking. Yeah, it's a shame I'm running out of stamina rapidly, isn't it? So, basically what I'm saying is, if games are frustrating, it puts me off playing them. and I'm trying to break through that by leveling up and stuff to try and get to a point where I feel like, well, at least I can manage. But it does seem to take a long time in this to get that far, because the resources you need to go up a level are always in the next area, which are more dangerous than the one you're in. So therefore, it makes the whole process very, very difficult. And the stamina loss is incredibly restricting. Let's get out back into the normal forest a minute, because there's so many trees and things in this game. They 9 times out of 10 they block you. Now I've tried blocking these, and I just can't block them. Another thing I found is there's no like, oh, press B and you can dodge out of the way. It's like you got to hold a button to do it, and in the middle of a battle to press that and do that, it takes too long, and sometimes it's difficult to get out of the way in time. And all the time I've lost stamina, and now because I've lost stamina I can't even fight the boar. So as your stamina goes, your health gets lower, your stamina gets lower, so you're fighting against a never-ending. Yeah, I shouldn't really have come in here, should I? So I wish to just press B to dodge would have been far simpler than holding a button down at the same time. Because why can't we just dodge with B is not being used for anything? And the slightest little thing that stops you. I'll try getting behind this fence. But look how many there are, for goodness sake. I'm trying to use this roll thing, but... Help! I'll tell you what, first of all, take these off, because you run far quicker when you take those off. I'm going to retreat, because there's just too many of them here. And the trouble is, I'll get to this lake. Sorry, river. And if that stamina doesn't refill all the way, I will drown, so I've got to be very careful here. So anyway, I would recommend don't go into the Black Forest. But I thought I'd give it a shot, just to see how well we get on. Yeah, anyone come. Oh, by the way, howdy partners! So yeah, it's trying to get these, trying to weed them down one at a time is very difficult, because they tend to be in packs. And annoying bit is they kind of come at you, turn away, turn around, turn away, turn around. It's not like they just come straight at you so you can hit them. They keep turning the other way all the time, which is a little bit tricky. Right, finally. If you get that one first, there's no knockback on this. I should have a little bit of knockback on it, but... Right, okay, so it's run away, and if you can get one first before the next one comes, and gradually whittle them down, gradually wince them apart, but... And health's going to take a long time to go back up. I'll see if I can eat. Oh, I just ate a strawberry, so... Oh, this headphone around my neck is not very good, but it's the best I can do, so hopefully I'll come out, and you won't... crucify me for whinging too much, but man, it's frustrating when you're trying to get forward in this game and the frustrations keep holding you back. So I've got to change my original kind of view of it and downscaled it a little bit, because stuff like this, I can't go up there. There's a little bit of a ledge here, and oh right, I managed to get, but it's got to be such a small ledge to even climb up. It's a real pain. There's another boar. Wait, skip. And with this shield you can parry, but I'll tell you what, you try and time it. It takes a bit of doing. I find I've got to take the punishment usually, because I've only parried once in the whole game, I think, because this is slow, and if you want to parry, you need it instant. You need to go and bang straight up. It's like there's a delay from there to there. Is a delay, and it's timing their swing. It takes a little while to actually adjust to when to do it. when they got their hand up in the air, when they just start to, at the end of, there's different variations of parry, isn't there? Some are at the beginning, some are at the end. You never know which it is per game, so it can take a while for you to get this parry thing. So I tend to go for the big square shield, which we had on when me and Jess did a stream. And stay here this time, make sure I don't burn. So yeah, I've got the thing around my neck, but I have to put the neck brace on, otherwise it keeps wobbling around. So I'm going to take it off a minute. Right, then I can put the neck brace back on, and then it will wobble about all over the place. It'll stay a bit more stationary. There we go. Hopefully that was all okay, because I do not want to lose the meat this time. Right, I tend to put it up there. Oh, I got it up there, have I? Right, I'll take one of those big ones, but again, you watch how long it takes. And it goes up 4. Now, if you're running away from something, you just took a piece of meat and you're thinking, please go up because there's someone chasing me there. You don't want to be waiting that long for your health to go up. I mean, that was a huge chunk of meat. And look how long that has taken. It's taken a good minute or so to actually do it. So you don't want to have to run away for a whole minute because A, you'll run out of stamina before then. Anyway. So yeah, it's an incredibly long time in my view. I find it very annoying when games do an unnecessary restriction on you. And really, it's the same. They did the same with Forbidden West. In the first one, we didn't have stamina. We could run, we had unlimited stamina, and then suddenly stamina came into it. Where when you pulled a bow back, we got stamina all of a sudden. We never had that in the first one, so I don't know why they got it in the second one. It's like they bring these things, and it's purposely really to make the character weaker than the first one. Now, why that would happen, I do not know, because we're at our strongest we could have been at the end of the first, Zero Dawn. So why suddenly have we been stripped of it and made entirely weak, and we don't get really powerful in the game until like 3/4 of the way through? That's what I found with Forbidden West. So I don't like these unnecessary tweaks to the game where it makes us feel very insignificant and weak, because I can't see the sense of it. It's going backwards really. It's just put in so that they can, I think they did probably think that the first one was probably a bit too easy, but it was only easy when you had to put some better stuff. Right. I'm going to go in here with a torch. I'll show you what these are like. Do not come into one of these, by the way, until you have a special weapon. Now, apparently I've been told if you stand here and a skeleton or whatever, they cannot do anything about it, so you can just shoot it with arrows. Right, so look, if you stand here, I can get my bow out. And as long as you don't move around, because they do tend to wander. This is one of my big flaws with this game, is they wander around like some demented nutcase. They never stay still long enough for you to actually hit the guy. So it makes it very difficult to hit them, and plus it shoots very low. It has the, I mean, is it hitting him? I don't know. It is hitting him. I haven't got like fire arrows or anything, which would make it a lot easier. But it seems to also go to the left as well every time you pull your bow. It's not accurate either. So it needs these little tweaks sorted out, because at the moment this is not very accurate. And of course stamina is gone again. Now somebody can hold a bow like this for a very long time, so why why in this game we've got nothing? It actually might be easier for me to just do this and just try and see if I can hit him from here and then kind of retreat. You can kind of do that because they can't come up here. The reason why they hurt is because they have swords and you don't. But they can't come up here, so you can kind of nick away at them. But careful, you don't run out of stamina, otherwise you can't get back up the step. So slowly I'm whittling these down. But you know, and you pick up these little skeleton pieces. But you know, there's little things in here which, you know, there's also these things which they actually light it up. So if you pick these up, it actually makes it worse for you because these light up the area a little bit. So if you actually pick them up, there's less light. Now, they've got we've got nice resources in there. Right, now I'm going to pick that one up because it is kind of lit up, and I'm going to take this. If you need 5 of these, 5 of those to actually make a smelter, I think it is. So I'll risk going through one more door, but as you see, it's incredibly dark in here. I've had to turn the brightness on my TV very, very high so that I can actually see, because some of these things are so dark, it's unbelievable. Considering there's a torch there, it has the radius of like 2 inches, you know, of lighted an area. So you can't go in here, you know, if you go in here with just a torch, you get absolutely minced. Because, you know, you've got to be able to block it at least. Actually, I'll leave that there. I'm tempted to go down there, but yeah. Now I've got to remember I've got to go left. If you see a ghost, I'd run for it, mate, because I'll tell you, ghosts are terribly unsatisfying because they are pretty darn vicious. Oh, and that's a spawner. Oh, yeah, apparently that's a spawner in there. I'm not going to attempt to do a spawner because a spawner is not easy to... Oh, Christ, I think I've lost my way. Oh, no. Because they're all coming out here. Yeah, they are. Okay, I'm going to die now. Should have come out of there. Yeah, I'm going to die. Because I'm out of stamina, first of all. So yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Don't do that, by the way. Don't go dying in one of the. The good thing is they retreat, and the amount of damage they've taken is retained. So it doesn't mean getting it back is a bit easier than some games because, you know, if you're in something like Ark, then and there's our grave there. Then, you know, they're still there, and plus the fact, you know, so, you know, although they see what I can never understand in these games is they equip you, right? They equip all your weapons back into their slots, but they never put the armor back into their slots. So you're at a disadvantage right from the beginning. I know what you're saying. Shouldn't you be going in there with a weapon, right? Oh, I haven't got a torch. Oh, I better do the torch first. Oh, second thoughts, I don't think I'll... Now, we've only got like a quarter of an hour to do this, so... but yeah, I shouldn't have gone in there. I mean, stupid little thing like that, I can't get up it. Look at my stamina now. Right, I'll show you how far I can run. Ready? Right, from the end of this hut, right, on full stamina. Right, watch. I can only go there. So from there to there, I'll run out of stamina. Now, to me, that is just not realistic. Do I look as though I'm severely damaged and, you know, got low health, but I can still run? I haven't lost a limb, I haven't lost an arm, and yet suddenly I've got nothing. I don't know about you, but that is incredibly restrictive. Right, I need some wood probably. Just to get a torch. Oh, and I need resin. Oh god, I haven't got resin. Have I got any resin in the box? Yeah, it's a good idea to leave stuff in the box, isn't it? Oh, I thought that was resin, but it is. So, we could lose our body, you know. So, unless somebody comes here and I can punch it out, which is highly unlikely, we're just doing 25 damage. You know, I'm in serious trouble here. Shouldn't have gone in there, Ray. Yeah, I know. Just what, you know, you share that wonderful experience. I'm looking for a twig or something to punch. At least so I got a weapon of some sort. A rock? I mean, even finding rocks around here is, you know, it's like a tiny little round stone, but there's so much grass you've got to drop the cedar stones. They're tiny little round things. So, you know, on PC apparently, you know, you can... I don't think we can eat a daisy. On PC, you can actually, you know, turn the vegetation down so you can see the stones. But we don't get the option on Xbox. We just get a quality or performance. And I've got it on performance, but there's rather too much grass. I think that's why, you know, some people say it doesn't run very well. I find it runs all right. Well, it does on the Series X anyway. Yeah, there's not a single twig thing around here. Going to make this rather difficult, isn't it? Because I've only got 15 minutes to get it back, and if that skeleton is still there, and I've got next to no chance of getting out. And I've got no food either. I need to find some strawberries or something. I'll have to go risk it. So if you want a good early tip, don't go to the Black Forest and until you got the square shield, which can block most of it, or at least you know, you need a torch because you just can't see in this thing. You know, it's all right saying have a shield, but Christ, you need to be able to see what you're doing, and you know, there's not a gamma control, so you can, you know, get past that. Now, I think it was right. And also there's no kind of map for the underground dungeon, so I've got no idea. Oh, well, there he is. My only chance is to try and punch him out, but I think he's, you know, he's got like a vicious weapon, so if he hits me with that, it's going to do poison and therefore I'm going to die again. So I don't think I can knock this guy out, because he's the only threat really. So if I can get rid of him, I might get somewhere. What is he fighting? Is he fighting something? I mean, this is probably taking a long time, isn't it, trying to do it this way. Well, poison, so I'm going to die now. So, I'm pretty much done, because without stone and a twig, I can't even make an axe. Which will at least give me half a chance. So, take a tip from me, don't go in here too soon, especially, you know, this. See, I'm going here way too soon. I'd have to sleep to get anywhere, but if I sleep, you know, that's my chance of getting my body back. And I would like my body back. Don't think I get anything from these, do I? Punch out a flaming branch. I can't believe there's not a single... There's not a single twig in the area. It's just trees, you know, it's usually just a little kind of, you know, small little bushes or something we can punch. Like this. One thing I've also noticed is that unless you're absolutely dead facing them, you can't seem to hit people. But they're just very slightly to your right and left, you can't get them. So, that's what I mean about this game needs some tweaks. By God, it needs some tweaks, alright, because God, I can't even punch this out and I'm out of stamina. Oh god, no, I got that. See? So I can't do anything. I'm like completely stuck here. And finding a stone in all this grass is a nightmare. See, I can't even run very far. I mean, I just can't believe how restricted I am. You know, where am I supposed to, I mean, the only way I can find a stone is down by here, and I doubt if I got enough stamina to actually be able to climb the hill. Because, you know, it's like you're skating on ice here. It's supposed to be rock, not ice. See, I mean, I can't even get up there, for goodness sake. Right, now can I, with that, make a weapon? Oh god, well, by the time I've done this, I'll be dead. I don't know who ported it, but my god, it needs some work on the keys as well. I think other people complain about it, that, you know, whoever ported the controls has not done a very good job. See, there's so little stamina, I can't get up this stupid hill. See what I mean? Yeah, and it doesn't matter whether you're wet or not. It's, you know, you slide even if... oh, wow, there it is. I'm done for now. I wonder if I can kill that. I doubt it. Apparently a club would be good against a skeleton. Well, looks like that's the end of me stuff. Can I do a torch? Oh god, I can do a torch. So by the time you've done this, you know, somebody's jumped on your back, you know, and go around and work through this, do all this, and, you know, God, we just like open up and craft straight from the thing instead of having to go all the way around here. By the time you've done that, it's too late. God. Right, okay, I'm in a little bit better chance, although, you know, that is still no chance really, but I've got to try and get my skeleton, because if I don't, that's all my stuff lost. So don't do what I've just done. This is a lesson on not you know, what not to do. Not. So if I just had one piece of meat, you know, my stamina would like treble. I have got a piece of meat. Oh, thank the Lord. Could be the difference between me getting my body or not, although I can't get past that skeleton anyway, so. But man, I would like that. I had one of those little circlet things. You need 5 of them to make a refiner or something. Done yet? There you go. Right, let's chew that, and yeah, we'll see how long that takes for my health to go up. You know what I mean? That is the slowest nibble refill I've ever seen in the game. Look how long that is taking. Maybe I'll stand by the fire and that might help. I'll tell you what, I'll try sitting down. Oh yeah, no, that was a stupid idea. I'm getting to what? Let me try sitting down, you know, and I'll be in there like resting. Oh, I can't breathe in the smoke. Oh, I can't flame win here, can you? See, if I sleep, then I'm done for, because, you know, that means, you know, that means I've had it, you know, because it means I lose the, oh no, the creatures of the forest are coming. Oh, well, that's it, I'm just going to sleep. I'll have to lose my stuff. Because they're going to attack, and they're going to attack at like 5s and 6s. And they may still be out there when I go out, but I'm just going to run all the way home and just see if I've got anything back home. Oh yeah, they're attacking. So they'll probably wreck this place now, so I'm going to pick up all the stuff in the box, as much as I can, and make a run for it, because you know, with minimal stamina. So I'm just going to make a run for it. Because I cannot survive here. It's impossible. So I'm going to try and get back to my starter area. You see what I mean about... Man, what is it? They're like trying to really hurt her. Yeah, you can destroy me hut. I don't particularly care now because I got all the stuff out of it. First of all, I'll find out where my home is. Right, it's there. So I'm going to pick... Yeah. Well, now I'll probably drown. Oh no, luckily. You bring tidings, do you? Yeah, what's that? Not go in the Black Forest. Now, can I get up here? Now, you see what I mean? I cannot get up here. Much as I love to get away from those things, if I try and do this, look, I can't get up. See what I mean? It's senseless. This is ruining it for me. We're going to call this the let's have a wind stream. You can't even equip your weapon while you're running. There's also another one which is driving me nuts. Is you can't equip while you're running. Are you kidding me? So look, if I'm running now, right, and I press it, see, I can't unequip it until I've stopped. What do you want, Muggin?
And that's what I say to your camp from time to time. Strength of arm does not guarantee your victory in these situations. Build a strong defense. Yeah, you can say that again. Also some weapons.
Power's about to run out. This one. I don't care as long as my main house isn't I don't know, roofless lot in them. Right, so I'm gonna, oh, you can kind of like ping that area there, and then you know where to head for. But it's not a great distance, you know. You can only do it, you know. Can't have it too far away from where you are, otherwise you won't see it. You'll still see the actual thing. Actually, let me show you. If you actually ping it here, look, although it doesn't show on my map, it does actually come up with that. So that's incredibly useful. By the way, you've got to put that away to get the extra speed. So when you're trying to run away from things, you've got to put away your weapon, which is not good either. So yeah, it's got so many restrictions in it that to deliberately make things hard for you when, I don't know, it seems a little bit odd to me that they persist with this stuff on some games. Where they really restrict you until you're, you know, you kind of after like, you know, going from what I can see so at the moment, it looks like when you get to about like the third boss, then you feel like these areas that you're in now, like the Black Forest, they become a lot easier. But you've got to go to the third level and get 3 big bosses before you can even get to a point where you feel like you can survive. Seems incredibly restrictive. On my other game that I'm doing with Jess, I've got, you know, actually armour on now, actual, you know, metal armour, and really good weapon, and yet I'm still finding it a little bit of a struggle. So yeah, it's a little bit, seems a bit unnecessary to do that. Anyways, let's just shut up and stop complaining. Oh, that's a good point. Wow, got some money. Right, I'm just trying to... I tend to put high level stuff... Well, what I think is high level. Stuff which is not like normal level. You know, this kind of level. You know, wood, stone and all this kind of stuff. And the scraps. And then the other stuff I'll put in the next one. I like to categorise, you see. Basic stuff in the first one. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Right, and then flint. And then that is for your torches and things. As long as you've got that and a piece of wood, you can get somewhere. And then he's got food over here. Oh, I'm always categorising things, you know, I'm a bit dim like that. Right, can I eat that? No. So until I can actually eat a bit of fruit or something, it's like I'm stuck on half health. So in other words, I'm never recovering. This seems very restrictive to me, so that I can never recover. Even though, I'm standing still, resting, sleeping, gone into bed. My health gone up? No, not a single parchment. Yeah, why do people insist on this? Setting this up in a really awful way to make life difficult. It seems a little bit nonsensical. I mean, I'm getting really good with the bow on my other game, I'm really know where to hit it and everything. Jess can't even hit anything with a bow because what you aim at, it always falls short of it. Even when you're close, it still falls short. So you must have the muscles of, like, a tea leaf, I think. So I can't do anything about my health at all. So it's going to stay like that indefinitely, but look at it. I'm by a warm fire, I'm sat down. You thought it would slowly re-heal, wouldn't you? It ain't gonna. See? So we're stuck with this. I wonder if I can upgrade this thing. Let's repair it. Can I upgrade that? I need 2 stone. Okay, because at least I could get to do more damage. At least I could kill things a bit quicker. Oh yeah, it's got these buttons, unfortunately. Right, at least that gives it a little bit more strength. I think that's going to help much, but still. Love to do some pants. Oh, actually, have I got 6? I've got 5. Would you Adam and Eve it? Oh, some meat in there. Oh my god. I don't believe it. I got a load of meat in there. Oh, jeez. Let me take that and split that. Take, say, a couple with me, because man, do I need that, especially the big one, because it's bigger, and then you still got to wait until my health goes up. Only when you take the big one that your health goes up, but is it going to go up any more? But see how long I've got to wait before it goes up. When you're running away from a chasing mob, the last thing you want is that taking a minute to... well, I mean, I don't think there's any chance of me getting my body back, but I've got a slightly stronger axe. You're going to die, Ray, you're going to die viciously. So I've got a bit more knock... See, once I get a knockback on the weapon, that means I can get the second one in. That's when I feel like I'm going forward in this. Right. Oh, they're attacking that one. It's a shame that, I'm not there, by the way. What a bunch of losers. Good job I was there, isn't it? Because they're going to attack that and, not do me big one. Mind you, I don't want them to destroy what's in there. In case it comes in handy. I like the fact, we get skills as we, but, I mean, look at that pathetic jump. I mean, look at this jump, come on. Hang on, move back a bit. Well, it's not that bad, so I don't know why we can't get up a hill, for goodness sake. So going up here, you thought it would be a piece of cake, wouldn't you? Alright, that ain't too bad. But it's like you get across the river, the last thing you want is like a tiny little ledge stopping you from going up. Which unfortunately is what's happening. So I don't cross it until this stamina's full on. Who gave us the stamina of like just 100? What, again? Oh god, no, there's something coming. Right, again, I can't equip while I'm running. So I've got to stop, equip, and by then I've taken a hit. Thank God the creatures are calming down. I mean, one of the ways I found it's just to wait this out. Wow, that bird can move at the speed of light. It's just to wait it out rather than worry about trying to fight those creatures. Just wait it out. It's far easier than you know, having to fight the things. 'Cause they're a pain in the nuptials, aren't they? And then the other one, I can go in the dungeon and I've got this whacking great big thing which does area damage, you know, in a complete circle around me. So I can just keep slamming and the skeletons never get near me. But unfortunately, we haven't got that yet. I need to kill the first boss to get that. You can see why people are doing exploits on this game, because man, it is impossibly difficult unless you do the exploits. But I'm not going to do the exploits because I don't like doing them. That's the cheats way. I want to beat this game with sheer manpower and skill and technical ability. Yeah, it's just shame I ain't got any of it. Okay then, let's go in there with no armour on, but at least I got 87. I might be in with other gents, although I doubt it, because this thing's going to meet me before we can get there. See, I've got a bit of knockback now, because I've, before it was, you know, I couldn't knock him back, so therefore he was getting me the second time before I get the second hit in. Right, okay, let's go. If I get this out, it'll be a miracle. Right, that's the first one, we didn't really have anything on it. Although, let me just check. I'll see if I can take... Oh, I can! Oh, I think I just dropped it. Right, hang on. Oh, don't emit that sound. Hello! It's me again! Hello! Any chance? She coming? Okay, I got an upgraded thing now, so maybe I'll be in with a chance. Doubt it, because if he hits me, I mean, I might be able to get him with the fire actually. They do burn, I think, although I don't know about skeleton burning, might not. Are you coming here or not? I mean, you a chicken? What's it? I mean, he's hitting the wall randomly like some. I wonder who did the AI. Because it's not working. Shouldn't have done that. Man, it's going to take a long time to get this guy. Once I get past this guy, I should be alright. No. The pitiful reaction done me in. Oh, now the poison's going to kill me. Oh yeah, you can just go out, by the way. But yeah, the poison will kill you. If nothing else will. Hang on. I like to have all this fairly clear. Well, actually, let me just get this bit and put it up here. Might be better. Especially that, because that gives me stamina. That might be a better way of doing it. I'm thinking, Ray. Right. Right, okay. Right, I'm going back in. Right, okay, go back in. Go back in. Actually, whittle the guy down, Ray. Get, you know, use your brains. You kidding me? Oi, Mr. Weevil! Hey, super dude! Oh no, he's behind me. There he is, there's super dude. Oh, there's my... Oh no! Okay, now I'm gonna die again because I can't put my stuff on. Why not try a roll? Run for it! Run for it! I did... Oh, there it is! Get up a step! Get up a step, you whinging rat bag! Okay. Man, I thought it was only 15 minutes. My God, I can't believe I escaped from that hellish nightmare. I thought it was 15 minutes. I thought you lose your stuff. But... You know what? It's one of these things. This is what annoys me about this game is why is it they put all your stuff on and you're you know The top ones seem to be set to what they were, but your armour never goes on. If you pick up a gear, I would imagine your armour, you know, some of the games out there, you know, when you do it, your armour's already on. That it self-equips. Which kind of makes the whole let's try and survive thing far easier. Oh, I'm trying to move it. You know, it's not very conducive to fun if you can't do that. Well, I can't believe I escaped from that wildest nightmare. Because now I've got a bowler. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to save here. So as to retain what I begot. So now, go on, get used to this menu somehow. You get a thing on whinging. I'll tell you what, it was a miraculous recovery. I thought I was doomed. Now, I always put the 3 things I need the most all next door to each other. So, you know, when it makes switching very easy. Alright? So, I'm all set before I go in. So I go in, right, and then press the torch on. Right, and then we're like, we're gradually going to whittle this guy down. I just would like, you know, just go in there and, you know, see if there's any more loot. I know, a stupid idea, isn't it? But it's nice that they retreat. I mean, at least it gives you, you know, half a bean's full of the chance, doesn't it? Yeah, shut up, mate. Oh, here he comes then. Alright, okay, I managed to get out of there, eh? Get out of there. Go out. Go up onto the step. The magical step of wonder. Oh no, there's the magical step of wonder. Because then you can't get me. Right, and then we try and whittle the guy down. See, look, he's still got that health lost. So all you need to do is get a blow and roll back. Yes! Take that, nut brain! Oh yeah, this is another technical fault with the game. Is every now and again this automatic pickup doesn't work. And the only way for it to come back again, you know, this is something they need to fix. Because having that automatically go off at the wrong time can be death inducing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. I'm going to log out because that fixes it. I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it? But these are things that need to be done to make a game, you know, a game that's okay, you know, okay up to, you know, into the top tier, man. It's just tiny little things like that. It's been out for a fair while, I think, but cracky, that's a basic thing that needs to be sorted out, because that could mean life or death when something you've dropped and you've got to go around and pick it up manually. You don't want to be doing that while you're trying to fight off a horde of rat bags coming at you. I'll tell you what, I'm persistent. I am known for my persistency, which is, you know, why I die. And also, it doesn't even set your camera at the same point you were last time. You've got to reset it. These are little things I would like to, you know, sort it out, please. So you put a bow on and immediately you're completely blind. Now I think in there there's a spawner, but you know, chances of me being able to see it from here. So I'm going to try shooting the spawning thingy, which as I say, you've got to aim high, otherwise it won't hit it, because that'll stop him respawning. But as I say, I'm aiming quite high here. I may have done it actually. There, I put the light on. Because once that spawner is killed, there's little tips that I've learned. Because this is one of those games where you need tips because of the, dare I say, slight inadequacies of it. Which is just little things that need just sorting out. Oh right, I've got to drop something. I'm going to drop kippers. No, no, I'm not going to drop kippers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create another torch. That means I'll wheedle around here. So you know, I say when you haven't got much time to do these things. Why can't I craft that? Oh, because I'm in that. Right, I'm going to. Yeah, it's like you got. It's like, Why can't I do that? Right, one of those. Yeah, see, the automatic thing ain't working. Now, when you go into the build mode, oh, I haven't got a build thing on. Let me get the hammer. You imagine doing this in the middle of a fight. You got to go into this to. Let me think. Actually, I wonder if you can build a fire in here, because my god, that would help things, wouldn't it? I mean, I'll run over it, but. Yeah. Hang on. I forgot what I was going to do now. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, and suddenly the magnetism's come back. Amber. Yeah, pick up all this stuff that's on this table or on the floor or whatever. Just pick it all up, because it's all. I don't know what that does, by the way, Amber, but something here, but I can't see it. A ruby. Goodbye, ruby. Right, what can I drop that's not essential? I'll drop that. Because I would like the arrows, because they're flint head arrows, which are a lot better. It just means I can't pick that up now, doesn't it? Oh, I can. Oh yeah, because I've already picked one up. Oh, what? I wonder how many I got. I got 5. I got enough to do the methylated spirits. I didn't realise you could put fires in here. That changes the score immensely, because you can place fires and light the place up. You wouldn't need to torch, therefore you've got a block. You can block. Oh, I wish I'd seen that earlier. No, I'd go down there, but no, I didn't do it right. Don't do it. Yeah, they rip you apart, mate. Rip you apart. Right, where are we going to go to get out? Might as well get that dead body there. Ain't going nowhere, is it? Oh. I don't know what to drop. While he's breathing down my neck. I'm going to equip that and put that up there. Hang on, I've got time to think now. This could take a long time. What can I drop which I don't need? Right, the stone. That's it, the stone's going. So I could definitely do with that. I can leave that. I'm not worried about that. I would like that mushroom. And I'll that's sweet, isn't it? Wow, I can't believe that. Been in here, Ray. Have you? Same. He died well. So I might go through and open another door at this rate. Foolish, Ray. I don't know, give me a chance. Just want to see what I get, you know. Might get a tornado. Get a ghost mine, I mean, I'm, you know, Ghost 57 comes along with that. This is one of those, right. Get back to the stone. It's great technique, really. Just wish I had the brains to use it. So what I could do then is do a fire. Immediately it strips me of all life. Oh, was he shooting arrows at me? Because that's not conducive to a good night's sleep, is it? I know what you're saying. I'm going to die now, right? Because he's shooting arrows at you. I'm not going to go in there and melt him. How can you still shoot when I'm attacking you, death drip? By the way, we're dying again. Can't I take a huge chunk of meat or something? I mean, no, I'll wait for that to build up again. So you can place a fire there, but you can't place it there, but you can place it in there. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm just wrecking my brain. But yeah, don't anybody else do this, by the way. Yeah, because what I'm doing is downright stupid. But man, it's good if you can get past the death and glory in it. I'm always been a bit of a chancer. Get me drift, get me drift. You know. Yeah, I wouldn't avoid doing this at all, but you know. The brave shall survive. Or I'll die laughing. I wonder if there's anything in there. I mean, if there is, I'll run. Or not. Right, chance of me getting out of here. This is where you got to be good on the map. It'd be nice if you had a map, but you know that costs money, wouldn't it? I think I'll tell you what. I'll go with the spoils. I think we've done a good job there. I think that's how I survived that. I didn't on the first time I did it. You know, I didn't even attempt to do that until I, you know, beefed up to a decent weapon. So I would say that was outstanding. You know, what's the word for it? Courage. Outstanding courage there. Going in there, giving it your all like that, and surviving. Man, you have some cheese on you, Ray. And then I'm going to go to sleep quick. Yeah, I was told you only had 15 minutes to pick up your niblets, but maybe they mean 15 minutes of real time as opposed to game time? I mean, because if so, that'd be cheese bucket fine. That makes everything much easier for me. I don't have to worry about going back panicking like crazy, like some French nibbit. Nothing against the French or the niblets. Oh, I actually adore the French. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what am I putting in there. I just take it home. Good point. I'm still about you, man. Good kip after that. And then I'm going to go back and we'll look at our spoils. Because, man, if I jumped forward too far, took a risk, gambled, did a bit of grittiness, and by heck it paid off. Let that be a message to all you people out there who, you know, you're useless as I am. You know, well, sorry, not as useless as I am. I'm useless. You're as I am. Is that where I was? Over here, isn't it? Yeah, I've already got rid of it. Haven't I? Yeah, because I went in there, didn't I? So in here somewhere, I don't know where it was, but we'll say roughly around about there. We'll say a barrow, but we'll kind of... I'm supposed to leave one of these, you know. I found one, load of things coming after you. The chances of you being able to say, oh, I'll just type that in a minute, is practically zero. Right, I'll get across to the homely house. Okay, not that dumb idea. Bilbo Baggins, I think. Man, I've seen a lovely action figure of, well, let's say reproduction. Let's not say action figure, you know. I don't have Wendy dolls, you know. But man, they got a beautiful one from there's one from that Weta Workshop. I mean, they cost a few £100, mine. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of money, but you know, I got a little bit of money that I got to waste. Not a lot, you know, just like a pension. But you know, I'm almost tempted to stretch it as far as getting one of those. But yeah, they are expensive. There's some really, you know, they got like, you know, the proper outfits is made out of cloth with stitching, the buttons, everything. So it's all beautifully made. Just seen an Aragorn one, and it was an absolute exact likeness of Aragorn. You know, like when he's the ranger at the beginning of the game in the first film. And man, it was absolutely spot on. It was even better than the Weta one. Oh, sorry, better than the Azimuth one. Yeah, that's not Weta. Weta got it absolutely spot on, the likeness. The Azimuth one was near, but I don't know, it wasn't quite the same. Oh yeah, should be unequipping that and I can run faster. Well, I'll tell you what, that was what I call, I mean, that was worth waiting for, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Death, destruction, me dying a couple of times, but being a real stick in the mud and getting in there and getting it back. What a champ. And now that gives us some new resources, and we spit goodbye to everything else. I wouldn't encourage people to do the spitting now. Right, now then, high level boxes here. We're putting these in. God, I'm like, that meat is looking so tasty. I can put it down there now, but I might split it. Split it, Ray. I don't know, how do you split it? Split stack, yeah, it's like left trigger and that. I'll come up with that one. A little bit odd. Yeah, I like to have things categorised in a certain way. I'm a bit of a categoriser by trade. Well, actually, I've got a flint one there. That's the better one. All I'll do is upgrade that and I'll be periwinkle nutcase. Yeah, I know, I come out with stupid words, don't I? It's part of my DNA. What does DNA mean? Dinitroglycerine, I mean. No, right, it doesn't mean that. No? Could have sworn. No. What does it mean? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got the splitting things, like you do that and split it, but then you actually got to take it down there and drag it. So you know, it shouldn't your splitting mean it just goes into the thing, or you know, just press Y now to do it. You still got to do two buttons to transfer it, so you've got to press the two function buttons twice. So one to split it, one to do that, and then one to kind of do that, and then go down there. It seems incredibly slow, and once you split it, you should be just the buttons to transfer it. No, I mean, all right, you don't agree with me. All right, okay. I'm just saying. And maybe the last one can be like, oh yeah, the weapons, man. I'm going with these flint ones from now on. You can take these wood ones home. Although I might keep them for hunting animals, because they do one-shot animals. Well, it does the deer anyway. Right, I'll keep that, 'cause that's good for digging the grind. Right, I'll keep that in the cupboard of. I'll tell you what, I might take one of those to the other place so that I got a, you know, a backup for when you know, in case I possibly die. I mean, I won't. Yeah, I like to have it in a certain order, like meat, cheese, and veg. Meat, honey, and veg. You know, although those two are the same. Right, okay. And a spare torch just in case. Right, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that was good one. Now what should we do, Ray? Well, first of all, we can mend everything. Free of charge. That's one of the great things about the game, is everything's free of charge. Right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade stuff. Can I make... No. Can I make some leather pants? Because I'd love a pair of pants. 6. Yes! Oh, thank you. What else? Leather pants, right, craft. I mean, I'm still going to mince me. But man, if you're listening, developers, please, could you like do it so that when we pick up our stuff, not only does the weapons go back in the slots where they're supposed to be, but also your armour goes on, because having to stop, put this on while you're running away from a horde, and you've got the tiniest amount of stamina that you can barely go, well, you can't even go like 20 yards. You know, by the time you put this on, they're on your back and hitting you and you're dying. So it's, I find that incredibly restrictive. But apart from that, the game's an absolute diamond. Trying to cover his tracks and try and be nice. Anything else you can do, Ray? I wouldn't mind a helmet. Well, I could get a cape. Yeah, I could do with a helmet. No, 6 more deer and I can get a helmet. Anyway, I think that'll do for today. I think that was a very plucky performance coming back from the dead there. and still making it back alive. Man, am I some kind of genius and wizard. I'm getting the hang of this game, but I'll tell you what, that stamina is the real killer for me. So from the big hunk, Ray Horgaz, bye for now, and guess what? I'll see you later. Bye! Nice one. Really?